Hey guys, it's Jeremy from AmazonTropics.com, and today we have an update on our 120. You guys may recall this tank was leaking before. We have resealed the tank, and what we've done is we've actually just added a layer of silicone all along the bottom of the tank. Now this isn't the most ideal way to reseal a tank, but it's the easiest. We've done this a couple times at the store that we used to work at. It's a time-saving way of doing this. May not last forever. Of course, no tank reseal is forever, but they actually use black silicone along the side and then clear on the bottom. I don't know why, other than to save money. But as you can see, it is holding water. We're about 1/3 of the way full. We're testing it out, making sure that it's going to work well. Eventually I'd like to put this tank upstairs, so that's why I really made sure that we got the bottom really well here. Used a 1.5 tubes of silicone to do this. In the long term, if it doesn't work out, we will take it apart and do it more properly, but so far so good. You can see it's 1/3 of the way full now. We are filling this with RO water, and the idea behind this is to move our Brocas, our CW 34 and 35, into this aquarium. We'd like to see if we can spawn them, and so we figure this large tank with RO water, get the tank going with filtration and heat and some sand on the bottom and some driftwood. Hopefully we can get eggs within the first few weeks. We've really been beefing them up, a lot of frozen foods for them. I think they're even eating some of the larger foods that I'm feeding to the eel tail banjos, and so the females are looking pretty gravid. So hopefully we can get a spawn out of those. It'd be really great, really interesting, really neat. Eventually, like I mentioned, I'd like this tank upstairs. What we're going to put in it, I don't know yet. Maybe something from Colombia. We leave in 3 months for Colombia. We're going to the northeast portion of Colombia in Puerto Carreño. And there are a ton of plecos there. That's where L128 is found, the blue phantoms. And there's a whole bunch of other plecos found in the area that are just not exported. So we're hopeful to bring some of those back, maybe some wood cats. There's a couple wood cats from that area that don't come in. There also appears to be some Corydoras, and of course I'm sure there are some other cichlids and characins and killifish that we will bring back as well. So looking forward to that trip. But there's a really interesting hypostomus from the area too, so maybe we'll come back with some of those. We'll see. But anyway, the other option is to put some scobian cistrus in here. We do have a couple species coming up. One, we have our L14 plecos, sunshine plecos we'd like to work with. So maybe those will end up in here. We have a 155 that we also need to bring down to the basement, so I'd like to get that down in this spot and get the 120 upstairs. So we'll see what happens. A lot of things need to happen. I need to get a new rack for right here. I'm going to put another 6-foot rack right here for fry. We've been needing that for a while now. I just have too many baby fish coming up and not enough space for them, so that's going to get changed. And then we're going to set up a couple more racks. Show you those real quick. We're going to set up a couple more racks down here. I did a test rack. You guys may remember that. You need to run air all the way back here, but these tanks are ready to go. We're going to put another 6-foot rack here and another 6-foot rack over here. And so we'll have enough tank space for when we get back from Colombia. Anyways, need to wrap it up. Thank you for watching. My name is Jeremy from AmazonTropics.com. You guys have a great day. Happy fish keeping.